Hello everyone and welcome to a new series where I'm going to be helping my roommate reach 1000 ELO on chess.com. He is essentially completely new to the game. He's never played a game on chess.com before. His only real experience is playing like weird odds games with me where I have like no queen and blindfolded stuff, but he's never actually played a proper game on chess.com. All he really knows is the piece value and how they move. So this is hopefully going to be quite an interesting experiment to see how long it takes a player to go from 0 rating to over 1000 rating with, of course, the help of yours truly. The way this series is going to work for today is that my friend's going to play one game for the start of the video, and then we're going to analyze the game on a real life board and have a bit of a discussion about how different things might have happened, about like what he was thinking during the game, maybe what he could have done better, and all of that stuff. So if you want to skip over the commentary bit, then I will have timestamps and you can just watch the over the board lesson portion, but I would recommend at least seeing the final bit because the finish of this game was pretty insane. One last thing is that you are going to be seeing a cat in the normal camera box because my friend doesn't want to be on camera at the moment. So you're going to be getting pictures of his cat. So hopefully those of you animal lovers who are watching will appreciate that. But without spending any more time on the intro, let's get into the game.
All right. I have no clue what I'm doing. All I know is go in the middle. So I think like this. Oh, wait, I've already screwed up. I've already cooked myself. Hardcore. That thing there. Yeah, all I know from what Magnus has told me is to get these guys towards the middle, fortify the middle bit. Oof. That's not looking fun. I will do that. Although I don't know why I did that, but I will. Okay. See, I can do this and I can trade, but I don't know if that's worth it. I'll try it. See. Let's see. Great. And now I'm back to square one. I will... See, I can check him, but what would be the point? Let's try... bring this out for now, just so I can castle. Although I don't know what castling, what's the advantage of doing it now? As you can tell, I'm really bad. I'm terrible. Okay. I will... I'm going to try get rid of his pawns in the middle. I'm not a fan of those. Although if I push up, he can then take with his knight. So I should... I think now we might start. Bring out the queen. Just to screw him over. Don't know what that does, but I'm going to screw him over. If I go here, I can then try to push up and take his rook. Oh wait, he's queen. But then if I can get my... If I go here, I believe this is Choween's. All right, so far, don't know if this is great. Time-wise, I'm doing terrible. Wow, didn't even realize. See, he's stumped. He's shocked at that move. He was not expecting that. Whew. Okay. I'm going to go for this. If he takes it, I believe it's worth. I believe this is worth less. than this. Okay. I think just move here. See, another move that's absolutely stumped him. He's shocked. Okay. I think I'll take with this and then I can push up. Let's see what he's trying to do. You can try. I could use this just in case. This can go back. This guy, if he pushes up, I can sacrifice both my bishop and my rook. So I think it's fine for now. But I do want to bring in these guys because right now they're not doing anything. So I'll move this up. Let's see what he does. I think I'm safe for now. He's kind of... Oh. That's not really doing anything. I don't know why he did that. Interesting. I guess go there. All right. Confused what he's doing. I mean, do I sacrifice it? Oh, but then he's got that there. That's rough. Oh, and he's got that there as well. Oof. That's rough. I see. Oh, he's actually he's done good. He's done pretty good. I guess I'll go here then. See, this guy, he's utilizing his pawns pretty good. I am... Well, let's see what is going on over here. This is shambolic. And time-wise, I'm not doing fantastic either. Although I have push up on his side, so he's a little bit threatened over here. If he moves away his queen... I think I should just... I think I'm safe. I believe I'm safe here, so I should take that. Once again, brilliant move. He's stunned. Moved away, that's good. Can't take anything over here. I could push up. Yeah, might as well. So far, I think it's looking pretty decent. I think this is the easy win in the bag. Wow. Wow. That's annoying. That is pretty damn annoying. I think I'll go here. Just so that when I push up the queen over here, the rook is still in the line. I'm then going to move out these guys. Yeah, nice try. This is pretty good. This takes out the bishop, I think, and if he tries to push up, I can then block with... see? I think that's pretty good. Queen is under threat. If I go over here... the queen can take it, but I can sacrifice, and I think it's worth it. I don't know if I should, but I'll try it out. Let's see if he goes for it. Because I'm definitely up in terms of... Oh, okay. It's moved away. That's fine. If I go here, I think I'm safe. All right. I think I can take out... Oh, no, I can't. Damn. If only I had something over here. I believe this is safe as well. So I might as well just go around taking all of his stuff. Because I'm running out of time. That time is going to screw me over. Oh, I didn't even realize. Damn. Okay, I can... Wait, if I bring this up, he can't... Oh, he has to take it with... that's useless. If I do this, he can take... Oh, if he does that, hold on. I'm going to threaten this. If he tries to take it, I'll take out his queen. Perfect. And now it's over for him. Threaten me. He can take out my... I think this is just better, no? No point sacrificing. Don't know what kind of move that was. I think he tried to think... I think he thought that I'd go for it with my rook. Fool. You messed with the wrong guy. And now these guys split off. Perfect. I can go here. I think this is a fork. I think that's what you call it. Fork. So now either one of these guys... Oh. Never mind. I can take out these guys. Yeah. Threatened again. Uh-oh. Take out this. And I've cooked myself. What an idiot I am. Wow. That was so winnable. What am I doing? Wow. Wait, that was so winnable as well. You don't understand.
I was spectating it.
Oh dear.
That's brutal.
I didn't... Yeah.
That's actually so brutal. Like, I can't believe they saw that.
Damn.
That's crazy. I mean, it's just gonna show like it's never over until it's actually over. But
That's
that was
so
a really
true.
good game. That was a classy game for your pretty much first ever real.
Yeah.
That was really good. So the game started with a d4, which is pretty surprising actually, because most players play e4 stuff, but it doesn't really matter. It's one of the center pawns.
Okay.
You played c6, which is fine.
Is it?
It's fine, yeah. Like. It's kind of like a Caro-Kann, if you know what that is. Like if you're adding extra support, okay, fine. But you're adding some extra support, but you don't really need the extra support yet. There's like a hair on the board or something.
Oh.
You could have just played a move like d5, which also puts a pawn in the middle. Yeah, like it's copying them, so it's a little bit boring. But
Okay.
No game's boring at this level,
As
you'll probably find out.
Yeah.
Okay, you played c6, which is fine. I would say normally just put a pawn out, get the two knights out, get the bishop out, castle the king. But
The thing with this is that it blocks your knight.
exactly, it blocks the knight. Yeah.
Yeah, now it's stuck on
There is a general idea that when you play with the d pawns, you don't want to put your knight on c6 because it blocks your c pawn from potentially pushing up with your d pawn. But I think at your level, it doesn't really matter. You can still put the knight on c6 for now. So yeah, I agree that c6 and f6 are moves that we like to avoid because they take away the most natural squares for the knights to develop towards the center, and then that's where they control the middle of the board.
Okay.
Okay, but we went c6. They played e4, so you see they've got the two pawns in the center, so already white has a small advantage. You went knight f6, which is fine. I think it would have made more sense to once again play in the center with the pawn first, because the way that you played it with the knight, they allowed them to kick your knight around like this,
Okay.
which is a little bit annoying because you're having to move the same piece multiple times in the opening, which is something you want to avoid doing. You generally want to move one piece one at a time until you've developed all of them and castled your king, because otherwise you can end up with situations like the one you had where you've got like the queen side was kind of stuck.
Stacked up. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, d5 would have been a nice move to try and force the pawns to do something, but you played knight f6. They played knight c3, so they didn't play the most testing move, which would have been to kick your knight away and then kick it away again with another pawn.
Yeah.
And you played e6 again. Probably striking in the center with the pawn is the way to go. Maybe they can kick you this time, but yeah, that could be a little bit awkward because you can only go here or back. And you don't really want to go back, but if you go here, your knight might get in trouble as well. So yeah, the position is already.
Do you think at that point though, with this, it's a worth trade?
I mean, yeah. Sorry, in this position, if they were to take you, you'd be doing very nicely because even though you've got a pawn that's like a little bit loose, you can easily fight back against their center. What I would be concerned about if we got this position would be them playing some weird move like knight e2, because you'll notice in this position that the knight is actually stuck.
Yeah.
It has nowhere to go because their bishop is controlling this escape. This pawn is covering this escape. This pawn's covering. So you can see your knight has nowhere to run. And then they're threatening this pawn f3. And if you try and protect it, say, by playing e6 so that you cover the g5 square and the knight can run, well then they can play f3 here, and then what move would they play to trap your knight?
I have no clue.
Well, okay, keep trying to attack the knight with pawns, yeah?
With pawns?
Yeah, with the pawns, because the pawn's worth less than the knight, and that means that you'll be able to take it no matter what.
Wait, you want me to attack this knight? Or
No, we're trying to attack this knight. So you're trying to win your own piece, basically.
I see, okay. What's it? What?
Well, that every time we move a pawn, it relinquishes a square, right?
Oh,
so
I
this
see,
pawn
yes.
is just controlling this square.
Yeah.
So if we
that's
push
right.
it forward, then the
So
knight
I'll
can
just
get
bring in this one then?
Yeah, exactly. And now the knight is trapped because it can't go anywhere, and
Yes.
you'd win it on the next move. So that would be my only concern when trying to play like this. But obviously none of that actually happened because this pawn didn't go here, and you instead played e6, which I think is fine technically. It would be much better if we could say take this bishop and this bishop off the board. Now your position's actually pretty good.
Okay.
Because you can see I've removed the bad light square bishop from the board, which was kind of plaguing you a lot in this game.
I think it's because I wanted to push up.
Yeah. I think e6 actually makes a lot of sense. I think it's a good move.
Alright.
So now that they play e5, they kick your knight to the center like this, and basically they traded the knight, which was a bad move from them, because when they capture your knight here, have you heard of what an outpost square?
I believe you've said it before, but I don't remember what it means
Okay.
now.
Basically, an outpost square is when you have a piece on a square which is unattackable by another pawn. So like in this position, it looks like your knight is on an outpost square in the center, but it's actually not on an outpost square.
Okay.
What the opponent should have done is move the knight somewhere like e4, and then they can kick your knight away with c4, and your knight will have to go somewhere passive, and their knight is actually on a technical outpost square,
Oh, I see.
because they can't really kick it away with either pawn easily, as you'd be able to en passant either way. You remember en passant from last time, right? Yeah. Okay. So this would have been quite annoying from them, but instead they just captured, which is often a mistake that a lot of low-rated players make, is they like to try and simplify and trade a lot of pieces. Which, yeah, I mean, it's just...
That is kind of my tactic, just sacrifice everything.
Yeah, no, I mean, your tactic this game was just taking 3 pawns, which did work out pretty well, to be fair.
Well, not at the end.
Yeah, well, we'll get to the end. Okay, so you took with the e-pawn. I like this decision a lot. I mean, I think either way is probably okay, but I do prefer this one. They they played, what did they play? They played A3, which is just a complete nothing move. This is really, really bad move from them. Moving your flank pawns forward one square is like often pointless unless there's already a piece on the square. So if they're scared of you giving a check, then that's just ridiculous, because the check can just be blocked with a pawn, and then the piece would have to go right back. So like white played this move because they were afraid of bishop to b4. Do you think white should be afraid of bishop b4?
No.
No, not at all. Because like white can just play this. If you were to play bishop b4, that'd be a weak move, because they just get to improve their pawn structure while attacking your bishop and sending it right back. So why are they playing? Why are they playing a3? But they did play a3. You play bishop e7, which is a great move. I maybe slightly prefer d6. This would have been the way to liberate all of your pieces, pushing forward this d pawn. You can see this opens up the bishop. It opens up a development for your knight, and then everything. And if they keep capturing like they probably would have, then you would have even been able to develop this bishop at the same time. So that would have been quite nice. But bishop e7 is a very, very good move. They developed their knight as they should, and then you castle, and this was all actually quite normal. G3 is very weird. I don't know why they played G3. They should play bishop D3, trying to attack your H7 pawn. But I don't know. They're trying to be Hikaru, and they're trying to Fianchetto their bishops. So 300 rated bro thinks he's Hikaru. You played F6, which is unfortunately the inferior approach, I think, to D6. It's got the same idea, which is that you're trying to break up the center, which I respect a lot.
Yeah.
But you remember what I said about like we don't like touching these F pawns that much, because they weaken up the king. And unfortunately, that is actually kind of what led to the final checkmate position. Because the king got weakened, and then there was a checkmate. But D6 would have been nice, because once again opens up your bishop, opens up your knight. All your pieces can develop very easily.
Yeah.
And you'd have a nice game. But you play F6. They played theirs. You gave them a check, which I don't like.
Did nothing.
It doesn't do anything. Like the check, you just let them potentially develop a bishop, and they did develop the bishop as well. So yeah, basically any move which helps your opponent develop a piece or like improve their pawn structure for the sake of a check is not good. A check is only good if you're achieving something with it, right?
But before that, my queen was doing nothing. Do you think it would have been better to leave it there?
What more is your queen doing on this square and getting attacked than it was on
That is
the
a great
square?
point.
Right? So if your queen doesn't have a place to go where you've got a clear threat and it can't easily be kicked out, they actually do quite well on the starting square, and the main priority should be to like develop the other guys. So still here d6 I like a lot.
Okay.
Basically d6 I was when I was spectating the game I was just like, please play d6 the whole time. But it wasn't to be. You did come up with this idea attacking the b2 pawn, which is good. And they should just ignore it, to be honest. They should just castle, which they did do. And you did capture the b2 pawn, which is highly, highly risky, because these pawns here and here are known as poison pawns a lot of the time, because you can get in big trouble.
Which ones were the ones at the end?
Yeah, the b7 pawn and the b2 pawn are known as the poison pawns.
I see.
I mean, for one thing, I think your opponent could have played like, I don't know, c3 or c4. I mean, it's not easy to win your queen. The queen is always at risk of getting trapped. The main thing is that...
Wait, surely if he pushed up with his queen here...
Right, you would just trade and then you'd be happy, yeah.
Would I want that though, in that situation?
Well, you've won a pawn, so you'd be quite happy
I
with
see,
that.
yes.
Yeah, like if you're up material, the queen trade is good, yeah. But maybe it is just perfectly okay to take the pawn, to be honest. I would just say generally be a bit wary of it.
Alright.
It's because their pieces are so badly placed. If they had a knight here on c3, for example, and the bishop was better placed on d3, then your queen would be in a bit of a fishy situation. Like imagine a position like this, then they're going knight a5, and all of a sudden your queen is trapped.
Yeah.
Knight a4, sorry. Because look, the queen is under attack, you don't have the b5 square, you don't have any retreat, the b6 square is covered. So this kind of situation, if they developed their pieces properly instead of this weird construction on the king's side, they would have trapped your queen. So I'm just trying to say, be careful with these pawns. It worked out this time because they had a weird setup. And then they played this move, which doesn't make any sense. I genuinely, I could not even.
I think they might want to push up over here, but I don't know what that does.
It doesn't do anything, exactly. You can just play this and then offer the trade, finally get rid of your terrible bishop. I could not even begin to explain what the point of that is. You take another free pawn, and funnily enough, in this position, you actually blundered a draw. I think the game I thought might have ended in a draw.
Oh.
So try and find what are the most aggressive moves in chess. Have you heard of checks, captures, and threats?
No.
Okay. Well, basically, checks, captures, threats is a checklist in order of priority of the most forcing moves that exist. So a check to the king, obviously they have to either block, move out of the check, or that's it, right? Or capture the piece that's checking you.
Yeah.
Jeez, 6 years and I'm still don't even know checks, captures, threats. But okay. There's no immediate captures in the position. Other than I guess this one, but that is, or this one, but neither of those two seem very good.
Okay.
But there is a threat. They can make a threat in the position, and the next best thing to checks and captures is a threat on the queen, because the queen is the most vulnerable piece because it's the most valuable as well. So how can white make a threat on your queen?
Do what I said before.
That's not a threat because you're offering a trade with a piece of the same value. That's not a threat. A threat is when you attack a piece of greater value with a piece of lesser value. That is a threat. However,
not a great
what would black do? Just capture. Yeah, exactly. Just capture the bishop. So
this one. No?
Yes, that is the threat, exactly. And now you'll see what squares does your queen have to go to. Right, exactly.
Which is what I did, was it not?
No, they didn't. Oh no, this is what happened. This is what happened.
Yeah,
no, sorry, you're right. This is what happened. But here, white could have actually made a draw instantly by playing what move, continuing to make threats against your queen.
Again, this.
Again, that exactly. And where can your queen go? It doesn't have many squares. Can you see 2 safe squares for the queen?
I can see here.
There, yeah.
And here. No?
Right, yeah, exactly. Those are the 2 safe squares. If you go there, then you've just repeated the position, and white will go back and forth. And if you go here, what's white gonna do?
I have no clue.
Remember the checks, captures, threats. So there's no more checks.
What was it? It was
here. If you go there. Like, what piece gets weakened when you move away? Like that. The bishop, yeah. So the bishop has no defender, right?
So
they would just, yeah. And then white is winning because they took one of your best pieces you still can't really develop, and they've just won material. So the game actually should have ended in a draw, which is quite funny. This would have been the optimal way, I think, for the game to continue. But instead they took on f6, which is another...
Interesting.
Yeah, it still probably maintains a draw because they can just go back to doing this after. But yeah, I guess...
Surely this is just giving me free...
Well, the weird thing about this position is I think it might have been objectively better to take with the pawn, but in terms of the principles, I like taking with the rook because you're opening up the file for the rook. So I like this decision a lot. And yeah, I think they played a bit of a weird move again. Then they played this move, so their idea is they want to give you a check back here. And does this check here win a bishop, by the way? Does it win a bishop? Because it attacks the king and the bishop at the same time.
Yeah, it does, no?
I don't know, does it?
I believe so. There's nothing I can do to stop that. My thought was if they try to push up, I have both the rook over here and also... Was it here?
It was on f6.
f6, alright. And I have here that I can go back.
Right.
Just to block.
Yeah. Which one would be better between these two, though, if they do check you? That one?
No?
Well, I don't know.
Well, if it goes... Oh, yeah, I suppose... There's no point in me retreating the bishop. He's already in a good spot. So I think...
Well, it's not necessarily about... Okay, let's imagine a position where you do block with the bishop, like this.
Okay.
then does white's threats of capturing the bishop, like, that make sense? So let's say it's white to move again.
Yeah.
You give the check, they block with the bishop. What's white gonna do there?
Just take the.
Just take the bishop, exactly. So if they go here and then you block with the rook, then can white still take the bishop?
Say again?
If they deliver this check
Yeah.
like this and you block with the rook, can they still capture the bishop?
Yeah, but you just sacrifice it. No.
Well,
if you
Yeah.
take this and then I take
exactly. So it's better to block with the rook
that.
than
I
the
see.
bishop.
Yeah.
Okay, but we didn't get to that. I was just checking because that was like an important little tactical retreat. And you played c5, which is a very aggressive move. Still probably I think d6 is calling out, although it's getting kind of weird. And already I think the best move might be something like bishop f8, but
His aggression was just calling. It was just calling
The
me. I had
aggression
to.
was calling to you,
I had
yeah.
to do it.
I respect that. I think the problem is that we just don't have any of these guys developed,
Yeah.
and White's got the entire army developed.
The thing is though that I don't know. Over here, it just seems like a useless move to me.
Yeah,
So I feel like pushing up.
Yeah, exactly. It makes sense. I heard what you were saying. It did make sense. I guess if you could have gone d6 and then get this guy out and then get this guy out. The problem is that they're also attacking the b pawn, which is really annoying, and that's part of the problem why we don't always take this pawn here. But
I see.
yeah, the position's already a bit of a pain, to be honest. But I think he played it fine. There was the spot where it got a bit dicey. The reason why c5 is a bit dicey is because they found an amazing move. This was a fantastic move by them. And
what is this doing?
Well, the point is that if you capture here, I'm not sure if White saw this, and I'm highly doubtful, but White has the move bishop c3, is what I was thinking they wanted to do. And does this look like a terrible move? Like, why can you just take it? Why can't you take the bishop here?
With what? What am I?
The pawn.
Oh yes. Yeah. Queen. Because if I take with this, queen can push out, then it delivers me a check over here, right?
It does, yes. But like in the game, you spotted that you had the queen here, which would be able to take it. So
oh yeah.
what would be a better way of taking that piece? If you're going to try and you're trying to essentially fork the queen and the king, which is like attacking them both at the same time.
Okay.
And you're doing that with the queen at the moment.
Oh,
right. So you do it with the piece of less value.
I see.
So I thought this was their idea, and I thought it was a pretty cool idea that they came up with. I don't think they actually saw that, but it was definitely something to watch out for. These tactics, like whenever you see a king and a queen on the same diagonal, there's some potential for a capture there, right? So okay, let's go back. You played d6 here, and again I think they can go for some stuff. Yeah, you finally played d6. I was happy. I was happy in some ways, but also kind of scared in some others, because I saw here they could play a move like bishop g5, kick the rook away, then take on c5, and then take on d5, and it's the same kind of tactic with the bishop. So I actually thought, oh no, this is what was played, right? Yeah, they did play bishop g5 and attack your rook. And here I was concerned that you were going to try and win two pieces for the rook. Because normally, taking the knight, taking here, and like taking this looks like a good trade for you, right? Except because you've won two minor pieces for a rook, so 3 plus 3 is 6, and the rook is
5.
Yeah, exactly. But in the hold up. Rook was here, this was here, and the bishop was here. Okay, but in this position, if you captured this knight here, they wouldn't have taken the rook, and they have this really nasty move, pawn takes, which is just so brutal. Because now they're threatening to take this d5 pawn with the fork on the king and the queen.
Oh, yeah.
And also attacking the rook with a pawn, which is just so nasty. And you have to try and find a way to like protect this threat here. So how can you stop them from playing bishop takes on d5?
Just advance on.
Yeah, advance the pawn. Yeah, that's right. But then they would take this guy here, and now they've managed to win a rook for a piece, which is known as an exchange.
Okay.
So that would have been a beneficial capture for them. And they've got all the pieces developed. You're still a bit lacking in the development, and white would have won the game.
Okay.
But you didn't do that. I know you saw all of that and then decided not to.
Yeah, it was all planned.
Exactly. You saw everything and then just decided to retreat the rook, which is definitely the best move.
Wait, so would this have been a better move, or
well, I don't know. You tell me.
what was it before? Where was it?
It was on f6.
F6. So instead of retreating, to me it just seems like a nothing move. Like they're both being fortified and they're just putting it in a threatening spot.
Yeah, the rook is safer back here, so potentially, I mean, you might be fine tactically, because like if you try and take here, you're taking here, you're also protecting here. Aha, actually though, I think white is winning by force. If they take here, and then if they take here, what would white play? Because white still wants to play bishop captures on d5 and win your queen, the same tactic again. But your rook is protecting it, so how can white remove the defender of the pawn?
Why would he even go for the pawn? Wouldn't he just take this?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. As in, they want to eliminate the rook first, and then white wins the pawn in the center again, and forks your king and your queen, and wins the game. So that's exactly what might have happened. Okay, but we didn't reach any of that, and instead. There was a knight here, it was like this, and you played rook f8, which was definitely the best move, 100%.
Yeah.
And then they blundered terribly, they played this move, which just hangs the bishop. They got really excited, I think, and they
I was so confused, I was so lost when they did that, I was like, what?
Yeah. That was pretty funny. Once again, by the way, what should white actually do in this position? If you're white and you're trying to win the tactic, like with this idea, what would you be doing in the position?
Wait, so what did they do? They pushed up and they took
They
this?
took it, but then you already had a defender, so it was just a blunder.
Where is the defender in this?
The queen. Your
The
queen
queen.
is protecting it. The queen is
yes.
simultaneously the victim and the protector.
I see. Okay, so he should have fortified that first before doing that. So,
Right.
So from this position, what I would have done is,
Yeah, with white.
I actually have no clue.
So white wants to get more attackers to this pawn, right?
Okay.
So how can we do that?
If you were to... Honestly, I'm not seeing it.
Okay. Previously we used the queen as an attacker.
Okay.
On the pawn. So how can we get the queen to attack the pawn in one move?
I can't see any other way other than blocking the bishop, though.
There is always another way.
There's always
There is
another way.
always another way.
I see.
Sometimes a capture can open up another piece. And oftentimes a capture of one piece is actually the best way to open up another piece. And it doesn't have to be, you don't have to develop a piece by actually moving it. You can make trades that open up lines for that piece.
So you're telling me to find something that I can trade
Right. To open up the queen.
to attack this?
Yeah, to attack the pawn.
That is a lot. Damn.
It's a multi-purpose move.
Well, the only thing I can see to take is Well, nothing can take other than this. No. Bishop can't do much. That bishop, as I said, can only attack this.
So we're trying to open up the queen to the pawn. What's in the way of the queen and the pawn?
This.
This guy, okay. We'll get rid of it.
Oh, you want me to sacrifice this?
Yeah, there's no sacrifice, it's a trade.
Oh, well, okay.
And if you can win a queen, then that's a pretty good sacrifice in my books. That's not...
Okay.
Like if they take with the bishop, now your bishop is up against the pawn.
Okay.
And you'll win the queen, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So that would have been a really good spot if they did
I
that.
feel like there was something though. There was a reason why I didn't want to take that pawn, but I'm not seeing it now for some reason.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm really not sure. Because the point is that if they take this, I mean, if they take your knight, you're still just taking the pawn and you win as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So, hold up. No, it was like this. Okay. But they blundered terribly.
Okay.
You took the bishop. And then they played this, and you were just in cleanup mode. Probably here, instead of taking more pawns, it would be a better idea just to get your pieces developed like this.
Okay.
But
then you can take now. Oh wait, no, but then he
well,
would
for
want to
starters,
take. Yeah.
if he takes like this, what happens?
Queen.
The queens come off.
Yeah.
And more than the queens coming off, what else changes in the position? What was the queen doing when it was existing on d1? It was doing something important. It was protecting a piece.
Is the
knight, yeah, the queen was protecting the knight.
yes.
And now is the queen is not protecting the
I
knight. So you would
see.
just win.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So you would have won a piece there if they did that. So that's why I like just continuing development, even though like this one has a technical justification for being better. Like, okay, tactically it works. Like I can get my knight into the game. Also interesting is you can say, okay, if I can move my knight here and move my knight there, then there's a potential for a fork as well, because this is a weak square. Okay, but you captured it. You said free pawn, I eat. And they went in and attacked your rook, which is a little bit annoying. You played this. Probably slightly safer is to play this, just because you're opposing the rook, which means if they ever move the bishop, then you can get another trade in. But this is fine. Then they played c3. Doesn't make any sense. You finally got the knight out. Very, very happy. I was very happy to see the knight developing. They captured the pawn, and they totally missed that you had a threat here, and then you captured their bishop. So that was pretty nice. Free piece. They go back, attack your queen, and you go in, offer the queen trade. I love this. Your queen trade is completely winning here because there's not enough. Okay, I mean I shouldn't say there's not enough material to checkmate you, because the queens did come off the board, and then there was a checkmate. But yeah, they declined it, which was not good. And then you were just invading. You were beating up that king.
Yeah.
You'd taken everything he owns.
Yeah. Pillaging it.
And then they took the bishop, which was kind of annoying. Oh wait, no. They moved the king first.
Oh yes.
Oh wait, no. They actually moved the king. Sorry. When you check, I forgot. Yeah, you did this, and then you took the pawn, and then they took the bishop, which was kind of sad. So we say goodbye to the bishop.
I didn't even realize he was on the threat that whole time.
Yeah.
I was too busy attacking his king.
Well, this was actually the right idea. Queen g3, I think, is the best move, even though you're losing the bishop, because the king is so weak, and you actually have a way. You have a way here to threaten a checkmate in one, which, as far as I can see, is unstoppable.
Really?
Essentially, I mean, okay, they have got one way to stop it, but it's really bad.
Wait, if I push up here, he's forced to go either there or there, right?
Well, not g2. That would you would take it, right?
G2. What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we're just here then.
Yeah. Okay.
This guy is defending the queen.
Yeah.
So. Oh,
There's a lot of protectors.
So wait, but if I go over here, then what he take?
Yeah, they would just take it.
Take that.
Yeah.
Oh, and the queen is true.
Yeah,
True.
there's not enough juice.
Fair enough.
But
Not enough juice.
yeah, exactly. Instead of that, Currently, the king is in a mating net, which means it has no squares, so it can't go anywhere. So you just need to bring one more piece into the attack.
Everything is all clumped over here.
Yeah, I know, but you have these guys. Like, see if one of them can come into the attack.
I could. The thing is with this though, he can't do anything directly, but like.
The move that you played was this, which was a good move, by the way.
Was it?
Well, won a queen, basically.
Okay.
Because they kind of had to take it, otherwise, like the knight was coming in. But you have a way to get your rook to a really aggressive square and threaten a checkmate in one. Exactly, that's the most aggressive rook move.
Oh.
And what's your threat if you have another move here? Let's say white plays this.
Why would you play that?
I'm making a move.
Alright. Do I just. That, no?
Be careful though. You know.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even realize. Alright, then. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the checkmate, right? And can you see any way for white to stop this? So, like the move that I play, you tell me it's a stupid move, but can you see a better move? I don't see a better move. I don't see a way to stop checkmate in one, in fact. As far as I can see, it's unstoppable.
Yeah. So I blundered.
No, you had a checkmate in one, and you look for better, yeah. You look for a way to you look for a way to really rub it in. I thought you might suggest this move because this move with the knight protects the h2 square. But what's the problem with this knight move? It relinquishes control of another square.
Yeah, this one.
That one, exactly.
Yeah.
So they have no way to cover the squares. If they play this one, that one's still mate. There's nothing here. So rook f2 would have been an immediate checkmate.
Okay.
And you played this.
Were you praying for that?
Huh?
Were you hoping that I was going to do that?
I was really hoping you were going to play rook f2.
Oh,
that would have been nice. But you know, it's fine. I guess the moral there is making checkmate in one threats is pretty good. Threatening checkmate in one is not always a bad idea. They ended up taking though, and they blundered the queen. So you took it, which was nice. And then they gave you a check here. And by the way,
I'm scared at this moment.
the easiest thing to do here would have been to take the knight. If you took the knight, it would have been impossible to lose.
Okay.
Because you're up so much material, and the knight is a really annoying piece. So if you're up like a full queen, it's not always a bad idea. You can give up your rook for a knight, and it can be quite good. But only when you're already up lots of material. I wouldn't do it if the material is equal. And yeah, if they took here, then like you can start checking them and trying to pick up more pieces, or you can just get your bishop into the game, for example. So one way you could have finished them off was something like here. Maybe they try and take here, and let's see, is there a forcing checkmate? Okay, well, okay, this move has a blunder actually. So what's a way that you can win even more material here? Whenever the king and another piece line up on a diagonal, you should be looking out for bishop forks.
Oh yes, good point.
Right, exactly. So that would have been a kill. But it was not to happen.
Not fated.
No, not to be exactly.
Yeah.
And okay, so instead we have this position. You play king f8, which I think is objectively the best move. It's better than the one I was suggesting, but it can lead to the risk. And I'm so astonished that they came up with this checkmating idea. Like, that was.
So wait, is there anything I can actually do after doing that, or is it over?
Oh no, you're still crushing here.
Oh, okay.
After they played this move, I was kind of confused because the knight is free, right? It's a hanging piece, so you could have just taken it because you literally.
Did I not?
No.
What did I do?
You played this move because you wanted to attack both rooks at the same time. Which
is that not a decent move? I'm attacking 3 pieces.
Exactly. It looks like a fork, but the problem is that they protected the rook.
Yeah.
And then you grab the free pawn, and this pawn, the last poison fruit, was your undoing.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and they played the knight g3, and then rook checkmate, and because you never developed the bishop, that was the the sadness. The rook was not protecting the back rank.
I see.
I mean, it's such a brutal way to go. It's just such a brutal way to go. Like, oh my god. Like in this position.
Wait. Go back. Could I not have
Oops, I've replaced it with one of your own pawns.
Whoopsie. Could I not have so the only thing I can realistically do in this situation, wait, was this pawn here?
Yeah.
Oh, so they move, was it over here?
Well, it's currently your move. In the game, you took the pawn.
I took the pawn.
Yeah.
Then what did they do after that? So I took the pawn.
Yeah.
They then went here, right?
Mhm.
And then, so I had this one turn to do something.
Well, you were in check.
I'm in check. Oh,
That's
and
the
then
problem.
either way, I can't do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I see.
And
okay.
well, the point is that if you go here after the check,
Eight.
then they do this, and you can block, but the knight's protecting this square, which is just so messed
That is
up.
brutal, yeah.
Yeah, it's so nasty. I literally when I was spectating, I couldn't believe it. That was horrible. So basically, you played like a really good game, and then made. Oh, why do I keep replacing that? Yeah, you played a really good game, and then there was one huge blunder. Which
Was
is
it, was
kinda
it
how it
me
goes.
blundering or him making a good move?
Both.
Oh.
You blundered, and then he made a good move.
Oh. I see.
So here, the easiest thing to do would have been probably just develop a bishop to attack the rook, because then this whole tactical idea doesn't work because you've opened up protection on the back rank with your other rook.
Oh, yes.
But I think the main problem is I don't know. I wouldn't say the problem is that you missed that move because it was quite a weird move to see.
I think it's just the failure to optimize.
The failure to
wasn't it?
develop the queen side was the big
Yes.
problem.
And that always happens.
Yeah, I
Every
know.
time.
Yeah. Well, you just gotta, if it's always happening, then it's gotta stop happening.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was definitely an interesting game, and probably the thing to do. Maybe some hanging piece puzzles.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
was it I failed to I missed out over here? The checkmate one.
Yeah, some checkmate. There's mate in one puzzles as well.
Mate
Like
ones,
mate in ones, mate in twos. They're pretty good. Hanging piece puzzles.
Would you say that it'd be better for me to get rid of?
That would have been a good move. Yeah.
No, I was getting dust. But do you think it'd be better for me to learn how to optimize placement of queen sides, or would you say to be more aggressive and be like mates in ones and like forks and whatnot?
Well, ideally both. But ideally you just develop all your pieces and then do like a bunch of checkmate tactics.
Okay.
And then you'll see the kills when they come, and hopefully your opponents will blunder all their pieces, and then you checkmate them.
Okay.
That's the way forward for now, I think.